open source platforms doesn't have the complete control of the code. Most of the default templates are being given by those platforms and you cannot change the code. What you can do is probably you can just only alter the templates. But whereas this tool, it actually gives the complete control for both the developers and the designers. So complete control on the CSS as well. So they can change the styles, completely colors, all those stuff. So all the HTML change out can be done with 100% control. And yeah, so mostly till date, I think there are about 3.5 lakh websites which are running on Umbraco. Some of the popular, the Microsoft itself is one of the popular sites which is on the base Umbraco platform. Right? So again, the most advantage is the interface system is much friendly for the developers. Some of the CMS platforms, once the developer starts working, all the content is basically on a single list. So it becomes a problem end of the day for the developers if they want to identify different pages. Where is the content? Where is the media? So it becomes a problem for the people to identify. Whereas this system is actually smartly done, which acts as a tree system. So a root page is the header page, and after that there's a child record which opens up. So you can track which page you wanted to change the content or which page you wanted to add the documents. And this is such smartly built in a way that all integrations like the Microsoft Word is easily integrated in it. Any of the content creators, if they wanted to edit the content, they can just go to the Microsoft Word and change the content. It automatically publishes on the website. So that's smartly it is being integrated. Google Analytics or the APIs related to blogs or the maps, it has been integrated to this system. Again, other platform advantages, it can handle the multi-language option. One of the clients that we work for is Scotty Bonds based off of Netherlands. So we supported both in Dutch as well as in English. So this system has the flexibility to manage more than 15 languages at a single instance. So you just go to the page and just translate into other 15 languages that system supports. It just instantly supports it. So that's the beauty of this system, which can handle multi-language systems compared to the other systems. So most of the content-related sites, they have a lot of data. So huge paging systems are built. So because of this cache system, which is dynamically built inside, the performance is much improved with this CMS platform. So you don't see, because if there is like say Microsoft is a popular website, there is billions of people who are visiting this traffic. So the pages doesn't crash up. So the loading system is much more better than the other tools which are available in the market. So I'm trying to be as a marketing presentation for the Umbraco, but I just wanted to say what is better, and mostly from the developer's perspective and as well as for the contents. Because I'm not too technical, so I'm just trying to give the front face of this system. And this actually can be hosted on the Microsoft Azure. Though there are other third-party applications which converts the code and it still can be hosted on Amazon, but it is properly supportive on the Azure cloud, which is the Microsoft. Alright. So that's a basic high-level introduction of the CMS. So those are some of the popular companies who are running on the Umbraco, like Hershey's, the chocolate one, the Heinz, the ketchup one, Sandisk, the Vogue, the Microsoft. So some of these are examples of the popular platforms that they are using the Umbraco one. So this is the two customers, Piato and Scotty. Piato is a US-based customer based out of California. So he's one of the customers where we have supported his .NET application using the Umbraco CMS. Again, when he approached us, we wanted an application with the CMS because this company doesn't have a technical expertise. They wanted, end of the day, once the application is built, they wanted to manage all the content. So the website is basically applicable for all the business of the program is basically they deliver the food to the customers in one of the counties in the US. So basically their business model is anybody who loves to maintain their diet or anybody who wants to control their weight loss. So they have different program menus and they can go to this website, they can order the food deliveries. It could be a weekly or it could be monthly program. So always the menus are always changing, so which means the company needs the control of changing the data, content, the menus has to be uploaded, the pricings has to be changed, the promo codes will be changing. So there are a lot of gift vouchers that people will be doing it. So this is basically the business need for the owner. So everything is depending on the content. So we gave a solution, look, okay, you can get away from the programming part and we could give a CMS platform which is open source, because this is a new company and they don't want to invest money, a lot of money on the license version. So we thought, look, if you want to build an ASP.NET, okay, this is an option, CMS Umbraco. So we thought we would do it. And Hari and Kishore worked with us in this project. Hari Kumba and Kishore Mandapati worked in this project. So they developed this CMS platform and integrated it to the application. So which now the customer is able to manage all the content through them. So which they act as an admin manager. So they can change everything, whatever they see on the website. And Scotty Bones is a Netherlands-based client that we have launched a month ago. And again, it's in the fashion industry, basically targeted for the women people. So people who doesn't have time to shop around and who wanted to wear a fashionable dress, trendy dress for their upcoming parties or themes. So they come to this website and they order, okay, this is what my next upcoming party is. Okay, my theme is it could be a Batman theme, it could be a Halloween theme, so it could be a casual or business formal theme. So they come to this application and they input their profile of interest. And the company has a stylist team who actually dresses, or in fact collects the catalogs of all the dressing related assets from the available in the market. So they actually combined as one box, which they call it as a Scotty Bonds box. So this box has the combination of all the dresses apparels which the client is expecting. So, and once that they deliver it to the customer's address. So since this also application has a lot of inventory related, they have to upload a lot of articles, they have to upload a lot of assets, they have to change a lot of information. So they again wanted a content management system where they can manage everything, less depending on the programs. So again, that's the reason we gave this CMS solution with Umbraco. So yeah, these two are the couple of websites that we have launched, and they have been in the production, giving good orders for their owners, and it looks like they have been happy so far. And even myself, though I'm not a technical person, I've been having my hands on these couple of projects. So I captured a bit of information, so that's the reason I thought I'll talk about the Umbraco. Though it's not technical, but what makes difference for the owners, so that's the advantage for it. So Hari can demonstrate what is the back office of this Umbraco, and he can give you an overall picture, so that people will be aware, okay, what is the templates, what is the design system, and everything. So just introduce Hari Kumba. Hari Kumba is one of the senior the .NET developer. Though we call him as a .NET developer, I think he's been all rounder. He has been working in the Microsoft SharePoint projects, Microsoft Dynamics, all that stuff. So any project that you would love to give him as a challenge, I think he's the guy who actually comes up with his self-interest. Okay, he wants to try. Of course, there are a lot of other employees, not to deviate them, but yeah, since I'm introducing him, I thought, yeah, that's the way. And you never see him in movies, theaters, I think, on Sundays, except I think Saturdays he's always in the offices. Otherwise, on Sundays he's across. So I think Venkat and Hari tag together as a team, so as a Laurel Hardy. So they're always in the office on Saturdays. So as young people who have joined recently, I mean, you can take some of the guidance from Hari, whether it could be any of the technical aspects. He is the kind of a researcher, basically, that's what I call him. So he goes and researches something and comes up with solution. So it's a good learning for any of the upcoming, like Vinod, who joined recently, and other people can take meet all of the seniors, right? So it also gives a good occasion for all of us to get socialized, see our faces, get introduced, and know what people are doing. Because I haven't seen a lot of scripts, new team, and even Hari, nobody knew about it, because I think you guys worked the second session. So it's a good platform nowadays that we can start interacting about. I think next, Arun, and looking forward to Vani and Arun. They have been doing some good work on the automation side. Arun is doing on the web, and Vani is doing some good production side on the mobile app testing. So I think she has been doing on the Appium, right? Appium tool. So Appium tool is one of the mobile automation testing she's been doing it, and clients are loving it. So it's a good topics that in the future, I mean, we would also love to present it. I'm just taking it on behalf. So yeah, so thanks guys. So I would love to see most of you people coming and volunteering yourself, whether it could be technical or non-technical. Whatever you feel you want to share some of your knowledge to every one of us, I mean, feel free to send an email. This is the next topic we want to talk about, and yeah, we can schedule accordingly. Right? I think this is a place where you also get a lot of exposure, most of the people can be good in solid technical part, programming, but when it comes to presentations, maybe sometimes people are shy, people are afraid, and when there are a lot of opportunities where people have to travel to the on-site, or the clients coming to the office as well. So it becomes a good platform where you open up yourself, present yourself, so everything will go around. So it's a nice occasion to develop yourself in terms of personality or in terms of other aspects as well. So yeah, don't take that this is a mandatory session that we are pushing from the company side. It is just like advantage for every one of us. So both for the company and as well as for the employees. So we can also set a good example that anybody who is joining in our company, okay, this is what they could get a benefit and a good knowledge, whatever we are been working. I mean, there are tons of good projects that we have worked. I mean, as we go on, I think we could share whatever we have worked so far. There are good POCs that we have done. The POCs that we have done past, like 5 years back, we did an annotation project for one of the clients. A stage where iPads were getting introduced recently, and where people nowadays, every kid still can use an iPad and you can use a finger to write or play things. But 6 to 7 years back, when iPads were new, it was that stage we did some POCs where there was an annotation done. The kids can take the test on it. So there was a lot of good things that we have done. I think slowly we can start bringing into the picture and talk about some of the technical aspects as well. All right, thank you guys. I mean, enjoy your tea, snacks. Yeah. Sorry.
అవ్వట్లేదా ఒక్కసారి కొంచెం హరి ఒకసారి గట్టిగా యా కొంచెం పైకి పెట్టుకోండి ఇంకా పైకి పెట్టు
Good afternoon, guys. So as someone said, back office which is similar to the dashboard where we will be managing the content and data of the entire site. So as soon as we bring you the high level I will be giving you the technical part of that. So this would be the back of the dashboard where we will be hosting a site.
కొంచెం ముందు పెట్టు కాలర్ రావట్లేదు యా
So we can develop multiple applications and deploy as a root folder here. So each application would be having a separate root structure where we can manage the application independently. So this application would be having all this content here. So each one will be a pages and the content or which we are placing in that particular page, which we will be managing in our site actually. So the back office exactly will bring this all this content here. This is the content section where we will be managing all the contents, and content in the form of pages. So these are called as pages here, and these are called the media, which we have all the images and all the images itself. And this is the development part of the which will be doing in the back end actually. So here we are creating the document types which are nothing but pages. For example, if you want to show the product listing, something similar site which is Amazon.com. So it will be having all products displayed on the page. So if you want to create a similar site using Umbraco, we will be designing a document type for that first. So we're telling that, for example, each product will be having product name and product image and the price and all those things.
Okay, that's the testing side right here, right?
Oh, it's production.
Wow, careful.
Yeah, no,
Otherwise Matt will wake you up.
So for example, here we are showing all of this project is called Piato, so we are showing all the products of this project. So in order to show this product, actually if you are going with normal application, web application, without CMS, we need to create pages to save the data into the database. We need to save some web forms for entering the data. Want to delete it or you want to edit it, so we are going to create some multiple pages for that. We need to put some HTML markup for that and all those things. We need to save logic, delete logic and all those things. So, whereas coming to CMS, back office, there is no need of doing all this stuff. So, CMS back logic here, we are creating a document type in our CMS and back office, these are called as document types. So, we just create a document type using this controls we are having. For example, if you want to create a file upload, so images, so we just create a control over here. We just add a property, so we have so many list of controls here. So all these are controls which are coming by default with the framework, which with the normal application we are putting this in HTML. So this will be coming here directly and we can just select it. For example, if you want to enter any text area, text content. So we just select the text area control and we just save it.
Can I handle this?
And we just create all the skeleton over here, the form skeleton over here. And then coming to the page. So now the document has been developed. So we will be associating these documents to the pages. For example, here this is the pages. This is the get started page is the page which we are using here. We just want to show you. So all the data, all the content which we are showing in this particular page will be handled in this particular section. So that's how we get it actually. So just we come here and we just click the particular item here. For example, in our scenario, this category, when we click these things, all the things which we configure in the document type, this would be the product name, for example, anything, any name you can give here or image here. And all these are external properties which we are using. For example, if you want to hide any promotion, any product, so we are just giving some control over here as a checkbox. So by using this control, we will be showing the data over the page which we want to display and which we want to hide. By setting this here, so there's no need of writing any code actually. So if we go with the web applications, we want to show any feature, for example, if we want to hide or display or hide something, so then we need to go to the web pages, we need to add checkbox manually, and we need to write the logic for inserting that particular value into the table and all those things. So there's no need of doing all this stuff here. Just the document type we do it. It's just similar to the database, but no any command objects or command or SQL executions or any command things over there here. It's just user interface where a non-technical guy can also do these things. The main thing about the CMS is that coming to the user interface, we are having a section called as a child seed and partial is in template. Template is nothing but a user interface. You can show it actually. Just user interface which we develop here. These are the MVC and normal .NET coding here, which we will be doing to display the data here. And style sheets also, we can edit the style sheets in the live itself. No need of the editing in the local and pushing into the live server and no text more. It's as simple as that. Just select the style sheets or anything and then you can just change it over directly here. Yeah. It's just a data management thing actually, and the UI part as well. You want to upload any images or anything, you can do this. So there is also a user role management also here. You can give the permissions for particular user to manage which user need to manage which section and all those things. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ravi. Yeah, couple of just key features I want to add up. So the advantage for the creators is since most of the publishers would love to add the content on their will and wish and according to their schedules. So this tool actually helps to just publish the content like using the scheduling date, and it can automatically publish in the future as well. So they don't need to go back to the programmer saying next month I want to publish this content. I need your time, so you don't need further content. They just can go on the CMS and they can upload the content, schedule a date when they want to publish, as simple as it is, that's it. And sometimes if they want to roll back the previous versions of the content, you just click the button on the right, click on the page, just roll back what is the previous version by date. So it's so simple for the basically editors. So that's the reason most of the magazines or the articles publishers would depend on the CMS rather than the typical development ones. So I think hope people have, I'm sure most of the developers are already aware of the CMS, but it could be some new code that we just wanted to talk about it. So hope glad everyone liked this session, and you can send your feedbacks to our newly joined HR. So I just want to introduce